Well, hello. Welcome to today's live with Limitless Business Online. I'm Tracy and excited to be here with you today. Happy Valentine's Day. If you're watching me live, it's a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to check all my tech here before we get started. And so I'm going over to the Facebook group, checking it out there. If you're on YouTube, Facebook page, or Facebook group, I'll see you here. And then I'll be starting Instagram in just a second. Let me see if I'm live. Yes, I am. So I'm going to put here in the Facebook group in case anyone is joining live there. If you're joining live in the Facebook group, then I'm going to put a link to, you have to allow Facebook to show your name so I can see your comments. Click this link to allow me to see your comments. I should have typed this in before. So I'm putting that in the Facebook group. And then if you're here with me live on the Facebook page or YouTube, you can comment and I will see your comments here in the live stream. Let me go ahead and get Instagram going. Okay. Hello, Instagram. We are live over there. We're live here, Facebook, YouTube. I just think it's really fun and using my greatest resource, time, the most efficiently by going live in all the places at the same time. So it's really fun. And it looks like Instagram is letting people know that I'm live. If you're joining live, of course, as always, leave a comment. Let me know you're here. I would love to chat with you, but I also have some things to share with you today about creating your own online business university or continuing education class. And I'm not sharing anything earth-shattering that you probably don't already know, but just in case you aren't making it a practice to continue learning, to learn continuously, same difference, about online business, I want to suggest that you really do that because online business changes. And like they said in Ferris Bueller said in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, life moves pretty fast. And so I feel that way about online business. It moves pretty fast. So hello and welcome. I'm Tracy from Limitless Business Online, and I'm so glad you're here with me, either live online on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the Facebook group, wherever you're joining live, or maybe you're listening to the replay in podcast form, blog form, or reading the blog post. So it's going to be available in all those ways, and I'm really thankful that you're here. So like I said, today I'm going to be talking with you about creating your own online business university or continuing education class. If you are here, please leave a message or let me know where you're joining from because I'd love to know. That's one of my favorite things about online business. I have lots of favorite things about online business, but that's one of them, is that you get to work with people from all over the world. I just love that so much. So I would love to know where you're here from. That's one of the reasons for the name of my business, Limitless, is because we can connect with people from all over. It's just limitless, and I love that. So once again, I'm Tracy. I help people who want to work in a unique way, either as an online business owner or as a virtual assistant, to pursue their life's current passions. So that might be being a mom. It might be being a missionary, being a college student, pursuing a side business, whatever it might be, pursuing your life, your current passions, and living life around your work instead of your work dictating your life. So I want to help people have location and time freedom, financial independence, and be able to create the dream, the life that they want, to pursue those life passions. I do this by teaching people to become exceptional virtual assistants in an online course. It's going to come out in May, and by helping online business owners with systems, strategies, and operational foundations that will really help them to grow their businesses. I do that in one-to-one sessions, masterminds, and online business management when there is space available. I've been in online business since 2012, and I love that online, your business and work are truly limitless. And so I am always learning. I love listening to online business podcasters, learning about strategies, reading books, and learning all the tech. I'm constantly listening to podcasts and following people on social who are teaching online business. And from all that I've learned over the years, I want to help you grow your online business through what I feel is the triple threat of systems, strategies, and support. And that's my area of expertise in online business, and what I hope to offer you if you're a business owner or you're just getting into online business through virtual assistant work. I want to help you be exceptional at that to support the online business owners. So it's your turn. If you're watching live, let me know where you're joining from. What is your experience in online business? Or if you're watching the replay, you can comment below, comment on the post, comment in the comments below in YouTube, or comment on the vlog page. So lots of choices to communicate together. So today, let's talk about education for online business or for getting into online business as a VA. So the good news is you can create your own continuing education program. You can create your own online business university with free resources on the internet. It's the greatest thing ever. I mean, I'm going to date myself here in this live, in this podcast, vlog, because I know you've heard of podcasts, right? You know, you can go to YouTube and get lots of training and resources. Facebook groups, yeah, you know all about that. Might even be listening to this in the Facebook group. And you might be thinking, duh, yes, of course I know about all of those. But how often are you really diving into all of those resources and putting into practice what you're learning? So I'm offering all of those resources too. I want to offer you continuing education and help people work online and offer those resources as well. And like I said in my intro, I am constantly learning and listening to podcasts and following people who are teaching online business. So the reason why is because the online business world moves really fast. So being a lifelong learner is super important. Continuing education is essential to online work. And you can create your own university through podcasters and all the resources that you can find. You just have to make it a practice to listen and implement what you're learning as you go. One of my good friends, Kelly, says that I am a podcast junkie because I'm always recommending people and episodes to her and saying, oh, I heard on so-and-so's podcast the other day that, you know, whatever, or you should listen to so-and-so's podcast. So I'm always like, we'll be talking and I'm like, oh, have you heard so-and-so and heard their podcast? So it's just kind of funny. She said, I'm a podcast junkie. But the problem is, and I have found this problem to be true, is that when you have too many people you're listening to and you're getting all the advice and lessons and strategies that they're giving, it can really become overwhelming. And I have found this, this is what I have found in my experience, because I listen to so many and then sometimes I get overwhelmed. So I'm going to date myself here. I wanted to share something with you. If you're on Instagram, you won't get to see this. You'll have to come over to Facebook or YouTube or limitlessbusinessonline.com to see the replay and see these images I want to share. But I wanted to share a couple of images because years and years ago, I was a sales director for a direct selling company, which I think I shared that in one of my earlier episodes. But hang on, let me get my images ready to show you. I was a sales director, and we back then we had cassette tapes. So many of you watching this probably don't even know what a cassette tape looks like, or maybe have never like held one in your hands. You've heard of them, but you don't really know. So I just wanted to show you a couple pictures in case you don't know what they look like. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can see them here. So let me show you. Okay. So here you can see, if you're watching the replay, these are cassette tape trainings. And I used to listen to these in my car all the time. Like I would have a case like this, just like what you're looking at, a case with like 10 cassette tapes for a training. We didn't have, I'm really dating myself. We didn't have online courses. We didn't have online business. And so I would listen to these cassette tapes, and they were really expensive to buy these, like bound, a case with a whole training in it. So there was this one I wanted to show you. And then here's another one. It was, a set of cassettes, and that would be the university in my car. I would create like a university in my car. I even had, let's see, where am I? Oh, that was the last one. Let's see. I even had one of these, a little handheld cassette player that was, that's when I would go to conferences, I would, record the people speaking. I mean, I would go to conferences with like 10 empty cassettes so that I could record speakers, because we didn't have replays back then. So isn't that funny? I'm really dating myself. This is a similar case to what I had. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger. There you can see I had a case like this in my car. It was my traveling university. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do today. Not go and get cassettes, because you can't do that anymore, but to utilize all the resources that are available online. Podcasts started becoming a thing, like 12, 15 years ago, I think, something like that. And when my kids were little, I switched over to podcasts, and I listened to them all the time in the car while I was taxiing them around everywhere I went. I was always listening to podcasts in the car. I called it my little traveling university. I shared in one of my first episodes of my lives, my blog podcast, that I got started in online business because of a podcast that I was listening to with Michael Hyatt. And I got started as a virtual assistant because of that podcast. And so, like I've said, there is, the good news is there is so much free content, free resources available. There are so many ways for you to get your continuing education, your online training. You don't have to go too far to create your own. You don't have to buy a case of cassettes or anything. But I will say that you want to find just a few people to listen to. So find a few good mentors, resources, and just stick to those few, because like I said, what I found is when you have too many, it becomes very overwhelming. And I'm telling you from personal experience. So I just wanted to share some of my favorite podcasters for online business owners. And I'll also say that these are great for virtual assistants, because when you listen as a virtual assistant, you know what your clients need. And so even if you're not running an online business, which you kind of are as a virtual assistant, you're running basically a consultant business. But you're not running an online business the same way that online business owners are. But anyway, so I would say listen to all of these mentors as well, so you know what your online business owner clients need and what they're learning. So I will link to all of these in the show notes. One that I recommend, I'm going to give you 5, well, actually 6. One is Jasmine Star. She's great, especially if you want to learn Instagram, if you want to use Instagram to promote your business. And I love listening to her. She does talk really fast, so you got to be able to listen really fast. Stacy Tuschel is great for creating operations and systems in the back end. Amy Porterfield, of course, she's an amazing trainer for online courses and creating an online business with digital courses. Steph Crowder, I love her. She's just very down to earth and really teaches selling and marketing for online business owners. Amanda McKinney, I have followed for years, and she's a great coach, a business coach, an accountability partner. So I love her. And then I have a new mentor that I've been following recently, and that is Holly Marie Haynes. She is kind of new to business, to online business. Not new to business. She's been in business for 20 something years, but online business, I think her current business is only 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. And it has just exploded. So, of course, I've been enjoying listening to her. I'll link all of those in the show notes, like I said. But I mean, right here, I just gave you 6 mentors. And I do have others that I listen to for, Christian education, for motivation. Most of the ones I listen to are related to online business. And like I said, my friend Kelly said that I am a podcast junkie. It's funny because the app that I use for podcasts is called Podcast Addict. So it kind of makes sense. It's full of online mentors and people that I love to follow. And what can I say? I love learning and I love variety. So there is a problem, though. The problem is that when you have too many voices that you're listening to, too many mentors, too many experts, I don't know why I did air quotes there, but when you have too many voices, it can cause you to feel overwhelmed and overloaded. And that is what has happened for me. When you're creating your online business university or your continuing education program, I want to caution you against having too many voices that you're listening to. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to share just a few tips. So, number 1, select only a few voices to listen to. Too many voices and you'll get differing ideas, differing strategies. You'll be overwhelmed and you won't take the time to implement and take action on what you're hearing because your brain is overloaded. Your brain is trying to figure out what to do first, and you're just in a state of overwhelm mentally because there's so many things rolling around in there. So I would say pick 2 or 3 mentors maximum to listen to consistently for a while, and then maybe change it out to someone else. But listen to 1 or 2, maybe 3 people for a good month or 6 weeks and just let what they're teaching really sink in. Implement. Number 2 tip is to implement what they're teaching as quickly as you can. And I'm not great at this. I'm trying to get better. And it's probably because I have too many mentors. I'm a podcast junkie, like my friend said. But I'm trying to teach you to do what I say, not what I do. But implement what you can as quickly as, implement what you're learning as quickly as you can. Because another online business mentor, Marie Forleo, says clarity comes from action. So when you're listening to a podcast, take action on what you're learning so that the time you've spent really investing in what you're learning in that education is really a great investment. Time is your most valuable resource, so we don't want to waste it. So you want to be sure to implement what you're learning as quickly as you can. And number 3, listen regularly. If you listen, to something this week, maybe you listen to this live and you don't listen to anything else for 3 or 4 weeks, you're kind of going to lose some momentum. You're going to lose that energy and excitement about what you've heard. So listen regularly to the 2 or 3, maybe 1 or 2 mentors that you select, and they will help keep you motivated on the hard days. Because it's true, in online business, there can be some hard days where you feel unmotivated. Online business can be challenging because a lot of the work is done alone. And that can feel isolating or lonely. And when that happens, you can just pop in your earbuds and get some motivation. Anytime you feel yourself getting stuck, you feel stagnant, or you feel uninspired. So I hope those 3 tips will be helpful for you. Number one, I caution you against too many voices. So select a few, 1 or 2, maybe 3 to listen to. Listen regularly and implement what they're teaching as quickly as you can. So to wrap up, this is why I'm here. Also, I would love to help you grow your online business or begin your work as a virtual assistant. And with that in mind, I would love to be one of your chosen mentors that you'll listen to regularly. And with that in mind, what would you like to hear more about? What would you like to learn about? What are you confused about with online business? Of course, you can leave a comment down below, or in the if you're on YouTube, it's down below. If you're watching from a social post, just comment. And then if you're watching the vlog or reading the blog, you can comment below and let me know. What are some things that you want to hear more about, learn about? What can we chat about in these weekly live sessions? I would love to hear from you and, be one of your online mentors if you would allow me. So that's a lot of places you have to choose from to comment, but please leave a comment, or in the social post, or down below where you're watching this replay, or you can go to limitlessbusinessonline.com and go to the vlog blog to leave a comment there. That would be awesome too. So thank you for joining me in this session today. If you're watching me here live, I see a few people live, and you're welcome to leave a comment and let me know where you're joining from. Or if you're watching the replay, I just want you to know that I'm grateful for you. Thank you for listening and allowing me to share these thoughts with you, and allowing me a little bit of your most valuable resource, your time. So have fun creating your own online university or continuing education program. I highly recommend using your car to do that. That's one of the best places I listened for years. And I hope I can continue to be part of your selected mentors and your training program. So goodbye for now, and I'll see you here next Wednesday for the next live session. Have a great day.